Welcome to Paperrock Live, B. What's going on, B?
We're back in the building.
How you been, B? How was your Friday, B? How about Saturday, B?
You know what? I have to say I've missed you. This whole energy here.
You miss me, B?
I did. Last show wasn't the same. Shout out to Heineken who filled in for you last time. And
Heineken was in the building?
Heineken was in the building. I wanted him as a guest, but since you decided to hang out with like Snoop Loop on the West Coast, I had to find somebody else to show with. So last week was Miss Mimi. That was a little.
I heard y'all was carrying
Oof,
on up
that was
there.
a hot mess last week. So she'll be back.
Y'all was acting up.
Just a little tiny bit. So what did you do while you were in LA?
I was out there. I was working. I was doing a TV show that I really can't talk about right now.
I know.
Let me see what else. Oh yeah, I went to the mighty Dr. Dre crib. You know what I mean? The homie Snoop was over there. Shout out to Anthony Anderson, DOC. You know, let me see who else was there. My man, what's his name? The comedian kid that did the deodorant commercial. Dion Cole, my boy. Sorry. Dion Cole was in the building. Snoop was in the building. Exhibit was in the building. There's a lot of people, a lot of money in the building.
I mean, you know, that's how you're supposed to surround yourself. You need money to be something that's fluent with everybody in the same circle.
Well, you know, you gotta be a little special to be in the room with Dr. Dre.
Oh, you're very
You know
special.
what I'm saying?
I had to put a reel together for you this week for something else, another project that cannot be spoken about, which is usually the case with you. And the person who put it together really did a nice montage of the personalities that you play. And I'll be honest, even though I manage you and I've been dealing with you now for like 4 or 5 years, even when I look at the footage, I miss you in some videos. I'm like, you watch it again, I'm like, oh, there he is again. So I think that that's really one of your biggest assets when you. It's the element of surprise. You are the Alfred Hitchcock of hip hop, and I think very special, very special.
I like that. You know, see, I got my own raps.
I do see this.
I got the Spliff House raps, B.
You already made some money. So what is? How much is it? $5?
$5 for a pack of these right here. This is the $5 for a pack of these.
Now what is it? It's raps. It's not like the zigzag. So explain to me like what's going on.
Let me demonstrate. Hold on. Let me demonstrate. Yeah, because I want everybody to understand. See, look, check it out. I'm coming. It's an all-natural leaf. Okay? In Flatbush, where I'm from, we call it fronto.
Okay.
You see? Well, I use this one, y'all, so don't look at this. But
it's a write-off.
This one here, well, this is how it looks. And you can just rip off pieces and pieces and pieces. This is like at least 3 packs of backwood.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? On one leaf. You know what I mean?
I think it's very smart because I don't know about you, but I've been using zigzags for like 5 years now, but they've limited the zigzag math. No one needs your bragging. Oh my God, look, I have zigzags. They're MIA in the Bronx. And then when you do find them, they used to be $1 for the longest, and now they're $1.50.
I don't like paper.
I'm not arguing with you. This may be something I have to try over because it's more expensive now. It's becoming more expensive.
They're taking the paper, going to use my good frontal and leave it out and talk about we going to dry it up so it could turn into grabber. Oh, fuck out of here. Then they take it to a whole leaf of the big pieces of tobacco and they put it in the paper, plus with the weed. That's too much fucking paper. It's rather either or. You going to smoke the bamboo or you smoking the frontal. Tell me about grabber. There's no leaf such things called grabber, nigga. It's just a nickname that we call.
Filler.
Yeah, when it dries up.
I don't want that. First of all, I had to apologize for being. I don't want that.
That's
we
too
have Bobby
much.
Cakes on deck at some point, and he has pot lace products, and I'm looking forward to this. Oh my God, Mr. Bobby Cakes is here.
Oh, Bobby Cakes is in the building.
My God. All right, so I just
Why we talking about Bobby Cakes? He's in the building.
Yeah, listen, I'm tickled pink, and but before we get to food, I want to apologize for being a little bit behind schedule, which just is the norm with me. The white half is completely mortified. The black half doesn't give a shit. But
I believe your white half don't give a shit, especially at this time. You know what I
Of a
mean?
night? What does that mean?
Nah, just time.
general?
In
Oh.
general.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody-
The,
right?
the black is on point right now.
I mean, look what's going on. So let's speak to. We have a couple of things to cover. I was going to tell you the bathroom story, but I don't have energy for it. Bottom line is, as a female, that's why I was behind schedule. I went to use a little girl's room. Number one, first of all, but there was no toilet paper. And thank God my partner in crime happened to be going to the bathroom
She's gonna
in
tell
the male's
y'all,
bathroom. I'm
nobody
screaming
asked
out.
you if there was fucking toilet paper or no toilet paper.
Ladies understand that you have to check it, because if not, you can be in trouble. That's it. That's all I was saying. And if it wasn't for him, I'd still be in the bathroom shaking it off. That's all I'm saying, ladies. Check before you go. All right, on to the next set of situations that are. I spoke about Cali. Chadwick. What a fucking tragedy that is.
That's sad. That's and I seen that man at award shows. I seen him at different functions that was going on before this pandemic. Very humble, very cool. You know what I mean? I only heard good things about him through the industry. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so unfortunate.
It's interesting how many iconic roles he played for people that were instrumental.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how many roles he did.
I didn't realize Denzel paid off his. Wow. All right, shout out to Denzel. Denzel.
And Felicia Rashad facilitated that.
Wow. I love her.
I love her too, because
I
that
love
whole
her.
era, when TV was more, a different world.
She was my mother when I didn't have one.
Oh, don't start it.
Huh?
So
Nah,
I'm
I'm gonna tell the
emotional
truth.
today.
She was my mama when I didn't have one. I keep it real with you. Like when J. Cole said Uncle Phil was like a father figure to him. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say Miss Cosby was like a mother figure to me. She was the mother I always wanted.
We're going to work on getting Mrs. Prashad on the show. I'm going to work on that for you.
That'd be sexy.
All right, fine. Let's work on that.
You already got one of my homegirls up in here. Sweet to the T. Oh Lord.
That's it. We're here to make surprises. Just boom, reality.
Sweet to the T.
We're going to cover this for 3 seconds. The DNC and the RNC convention were a complete shit show. I don't care who you're voting for if you're not voting at all. Good luck. I don't know what I'm doing, but I just thought both weeks were completely. It was an SNL skit, but not on Saturday, and it's unfortunate that this is where we are. But do the research, figure out where you fall in line most. Throw the at least vote so you can't argue later on. If you have the right to vote.
My aunt was so on me about that. She said, "Vote, please vote."
Who's this, Aunt Pat?
Yeah, Pat.
What's up, Aunt Pat?
Auntie Pat don't have no respect.
Yeah, I love her, yeah.
Somebody was fighting in our hallway yesterday, bumped into her door. She exaggerated. She called me on the phone talking about, yo, they bumped into the door. It almost came off their hinges. I'm like, you in one of them old ass building with the steel door. Talking about it almost came off their hinges.
Nobody's getting in that building.
Yo, I love Auntie Pat. Shout out to Auntie Pat.
And she's always there at the birthday. What was that? I don't know, your 40th birthday.
Yeah.
And Andy Pat was like bouncing over like the freaking couches. That was the best. Oh my God, Buster was there. That was a great night. Okay, let's go in very briefly because this can be here all night. Jacob Blake versus Kyle Rittenhouse. Okay, it's a shit show. I know you were away having a good time. Thank God, because when you're listening to nothing but the news, it's always something that's just more depressing than the next. I find it crazy that we have George Floyd and all these people who've been killed in the last 6 months, 6 years, and yet we still have people trying to assault.
It's
people.
almost like these cops trying to get famous by doing this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, after that, all that situation, you really gonna sit there and shoot a motherfucker 7 times in his back? Like, I just want to say this though. I want my people to hear me out. If you get stopped by the police, you have your license, you have your ID. Just comply with the motherfuckers. Like, don't even give them a chance to do anything stupid. See, when you don't do that and you give them a hard time, they're looking to give you a harder time. They have authority. You're not going to win. Okay? Even if you fucking right, you're going to be wrong.
That's correct.
Okay? All right? In their system, you're going to be fucking wrong. So you might as well just comply. There's nothing wrong with that. You got what I'm saying? Don't argue back with them. Fuck that. You don't know them. You don't need to know them. Listen, what you want, my ID? Here you go, bro. I'm going down here. I live right here. Everything you need, I'm going to give it to you. Because I've been stopped by police before. Okay? I've been stopped no license. I've been stopped with having weed on me and all that. I've been stopped riding dirty. When I'm talking about dirty, I wasn't even a spliff star at the time. I'm talking about dirty. But the way that I dealt with the officer, I warrant no search. I didn't go to jail. He made me park the car and told me walk and call somebody to get the car. Mm-hmm. He didn't give me not a ticket, nothing. Mind y'all, I told you I'm riding dirty. What I have in the car could at least give me 5 to 10 years. But the way I dealt with him, it didn't call for that. It wasn't called for none of that. So he told me, all right, listen, park the car on the side, call somebody to come get it.
That's also somebody who deserves a round of applause, because a lot of people don't realize, even though you had whatever you had in the car, you weren't guns blazing. I want to kind of slide past this because I have Mr. Bobby Cakes waiting in
Cakes!
no way.
Cakes! Come over here to get people fat.
We're going to go into
Cakes!
a brief break, but before that, the whole purpose of me bringing up the whole Blake situation is like the next day, Kyle Rittenhouse decides he's going to like kill 2. One was white, by the way, 2 people who were boycotting. So I just think it's interesting, the disparity. A man wasn't shot, killed. The whole thing is wacky to me. And
real corny. I'm going to tell y'all the crazy shit. How about this? I'm sitting in L.A. having breakfast about 3:30 in the morning. Me and my man Special, couple of heads. 2 officers is sitting outside because, you know, they have outside seating. This is where everybody going for breakfast in Los Angeles. A man is running down the street with a big machine gun and a mask on, past us. The police gets up, look at them, sat back down and said, "Can I get the bill?" No, this ain't no joke. This ain't no fucking joke. I've been in LA all week. I see maybe 2 cop cars. 2 cop cars and the 2 that I saw that morning. I seen these motherfuckers nowhere. Downtown Los Angeles, Skid Row.
Skid Row's a mess.
Oh my God.
Walk by?
I want to go out there with my foundation. I want to exhibit all of them together with their foundation and go feed some of those people, bro.
There's kids. It's a shanty town.
I've seen 10-year-old, 11-year-olds in the tent on the street. And let me explain something to you. It was so much people out there that we could fool every sidewalk up that's around Prospect Park. They could complete the whole circle of Prospect Park. That's how much people out there on tents.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about they're in a place where there's condos for $6,000 a month, penthouses,
and it's
fly
literally
shit.
2 blocks. Like you're walking, fine, and then all of a sudden you cross the street, and I'm like, wait, whoa, I just made a left turn. Like it's that immediate. Oh, that's it, under the highways. All right, listen. Speaking of highways, I'm hoping to be. When I go home, I want to be on the highway completely cooked. So I'm looking forward to tasting whatever Mr. Bobby Cakes has bought in the building. You know what I mean? I was easy on the smoke earlier just so I can understand what's going on. Mr. Cakes. All right. DJ Tech 1 is also on deck today. He'll be chopping up with us.
Tech 1 in the building.
Okay. We want to go to a quick break if that's okay with you there. Is that okay, Mr. DJ? I like this guy. Everything is, yes, sure, whatever you want.
Let's go,
all right.
Tech.
Paperrock Live, exclusively on S.STREET Media, sponsored by Urban Variety. Spliff and I will be right back.
Let's go.
All right.